And now on to the Middle East, where the clouds of war are looming in the region between Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah. Just yesterday, Hezbollah fired rockets targeting an army base in northern Israel. One woman and 2 children were killed with several others wounded. In retaliation, Israel launched airstrikes into Lebanon, killing at least 7. Skirmishes between Israeli forces and Lebanon-based Hezbollah have picked up in recent weeks. Both sides have exchanged strikes almost daily since the war began between Hamas and Israel. But these escalating clashes between Israel and Hezbollah have raised fears of a wider war in the region. In fact, Hezbollah accuses Israel of genocide in Gaza and ruling out peace until there is a ceasefire.
We are fighting in southern Lebanon with our eyes on Gaza. When the aggression stops against Gaza and when the shooting stops in Gaza, we will stop the shooting in the south. The Israeli minister came out and said, no, even if we stop in Gaza, we will continue in southern Lebanon. All right, you're welcome. It is not a problem. You continue in the south of Lebanon, we will continue in the south.
The warning comes as tensions between Israel and Hezbollah continue to spiral. In fact, in January, an Israeli airstrike killed a senior Hamas leader in Lebanon's capital of Beirut. This came amid the heels of a bombing by the Israeli Air Force that also killed a Hezbollah commander. Israel claims to have killed almost 200 Hezbollah fighters since cross-border skirmishes began in October of last year. The Israeli defense minister has said it clear that the operations into Lebanon will not stop.
What's happening in the north is a similar reality. The more we deepen the operational achievement, the more the chances increase of reaching a situation where we are not forced to go to war. And therefore, we will continue and deepen the operational achievement.
Meanwhile, Hezbollah has carried out repeated rocket attacks into northern Israel. In fact, the Iran-backed group claims to have killed almost 2,000 Israeli soldiers, a claim that the Israeli forces themselves have denied. However, repeated clashes have forced Israel to evacuate its northern villages bordering Lebanon.
The situation is difficult. It's difficult for us out of town. They should decide an agreement or a war to allow residents back already. 4 months is too much, too much. We were never out of town like this under a normal government.
Such a situation can't be. Southern Lebanon should be flattened, without a doubt. Or we should leave this place. We can't go on this way.
Now, Israel and Hezbollah claim that they are willing to escalate the fighting into a full-blown war. And the international community is growing increasingly worried that another conflict could be devastating for the region. Washington, D.C. has called for restraint while urging for more diplomatic engagement.
And we continue to believe that there is a diplomatic path forward, and we will continue to push forward to try to resolve this issue diplomatically so both Israelis and Lebanese can return to their homes.
Meanwhile, Iran has pledged complete support to Lebanon and Hezbollah while warning Israel with retaliation.
Any move by the Zionist regime to launch an extensive attack against Lebanon will determine the day for an end to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and an end to the current situation in the region.
Neither side is showing any signs of restraint as cross-border strikes continue to escalate. With no intervention in sight, many questions abound with no easy answers. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on First Post America.